from crispy to creamy to the perfect grab-and-go breakfast. Today we are making 3 super easy, high-protein egg breakfasts that you can customize depending on what you're in the mood for. My dad, who follows a carnivore diet, is going to taste test with me. So we are going to see if these recipes pass the ultimate meat lovers test. And don't worry if you're not all about that meat life, I've got you covered. These can all still work, and I'm going to mention my favorite sides along the way. My name's Larissa, and here on the Concussion Crew channel, we share tips and tricks for making life a little bit easier. And today we're doing that by sharing some egg recipes that are easy, but a step up from just scrambled eggs or hard-boiled eggs. Whether cooking is difficult because you're recovering from an illness or an injury like me, or if you're just looking for some ways to make life a little bit easier, you are in the right place. So let's get cooking. First up, these carnivore-friendly breakfast cups. I started by greasing a muffin tin with a little avocado oil. Mine is a silicone tin. Can you call it a muffin tin if it's silicone? I don't know. Then I lined 8 of the cups with a slice of chicken lunch meat. I added some prosciutto to half of those. Basically, we are layering up some serious protein here. And then for the last 4, I did prosciutto only. Next, I sprinkled a little cheese into each cup because cheese makes everything better. And for this one, I just grabbed a pinch of cheese and measured with my heart. So I don't have an exact measurement for you. Then you can crack an egg right on top. I cracked the eggs into a small glass bowl first because I almost always end up with shell in there and I didn't want to be digging it out of the cheese. I used a full dozen eggs, 1 per cup, super easy. While the oven is preheating to 400, I prepped a tray of frozen veggies. I love the seasoning on the jumbo bag of roasted veggies from Costco, but really any vegetables will work. You could get a bag of just broccoli, you could get mixed veggies, whatever your family enjoys and will eat. The veggies and the carnivore breakfast cups go in at the same time and they cook for 12 minutes. Then I like to bring out the carnivore breakfast cups because I like to broil the veggies for a minute or 2 just so they get nice and golden. Next, we've got the crispy, cheesy, eggy waffle. This one is ridiculously simple. Just mix half a cup of shredded cheese, any kind of shredded cheese you like, per egg, and you're good to go. Now, here's where I had a little trial and error. At first, I used 1/3 of a cup of the mixture, and there was an overflow situation. Turns out you need way less than you would think. If you're using a small waffle maker like mine, 1/4 cup was the sweet spot for me. But definitely, experiment with yours. If it looks like too much, it probably is. The original recipe said to cook for 3 to 4 minutes, but we wanted ours a little crispier, so we left it in a little longer. The best part is that if you open your waffle maker and it's not quite done to your liking, you can just close it back up and give it another minute or 2. Let's talk about these cottage cheese scrambled eggs. Now, I like cottage cheese, but spoiler alert, you do not need to put it in everything. It did make for some creamy eggs, but heads up, they need to be eaten right away. If you let them sit too long, they get a little watery, which is not appetizing. So these are definitely best fresh out of the pan. And to make these, I blended 1/4 cup of cottage cheese per egg until smooth, and then cooked them just like regular scrambled eggs, stirring throughout. I think these might have been better on a piece of toast. All right, guys, we've got all 3 recipes ready to go. Dad, are you ready to go?
I sure hope so.
Excellent. Which one would you like to start with? We've got the carnivore breakfast cups.
You had me at carnivore.
Okay. We've got the cottage cheese scrambled eggs, and we've got the egg and cheese waffles.
I think I'll have an egg and cheese waffle with a carnivore on top of it.
Absolutely. So those ones have, these 2 are just prosciutto. That one and this one are both chicken and prosciutto, and these 2 are just chicken. as the cup.
I picked the right one then.
Excellent.
May I pass you one?
I will try the same one that you're trying.
All right.
Gonna add in some green.
I remember when you were young and microwaved eggs.
Oh no, I did. And you know what? They ate them. Or at least
No,
pretended
actually,
to.
we flushed them, but we said we ate them. You were trying, very trying.
And now 50 years later, I'm still force feeding you eggs.
This is good.
Really? Or do you want me to leave the room so you can flush them down the toilet?
Nope, this is good.
Yeah?
It doesn't have the heavy sulfur smell of the microwaved eggs.
It's all experimental. Yeah, I'd do this again. I feel like I could make these, put them in the fridge, and then have a couple for breakfast with, for me, a slice of avocado toast.
Yeah, I'd keep them maybe 3-4 days in the fridge.
These are very moist eggs.
Well, they look like they go really well on the carnivore muffins.
Nice. I think that the waffles are my favorite because I like cheese.
I like cheese also.
Hey!
Cheese, dairy, meat.
These cups have cheese in them. How much cheese do they have? They've got like a 1/4 cup of cheese in them, but I don't taste any cheese.
You won't. The flavors from the other stuff are too strong.
Huh. I feel like I would do the Carnivore Breakfast Cups again, and I would do the waffles again. There was nothing special about those eggs.
They're a lot lighter
Yeah?
than regular scrambled eggs. Yeah, they're not bad, but I do agree that those two are better.
Yeah. So there you have it. 3 easy, high-protein egg breakfasts that aren't just scramble the eggs or hard-boiled eggs and you're done. They offer a little variety. You can customize it. You can put different sides with them. 2 things I will mention. My dad prefers hard eggs. He does not like any jamminess. He wants them rock hard. I prefer mine with the yolks a little runny so I can dunk my bread in it. If you're doing the Carnivore Breakfast Egg Cups, if you have 2 opposite ends of the spectrum, not everybody's going to be happy. Because I was eating with my dad, I made them more to his liking. I think that a workaround might be to do 2 trays of 6 or, break them up so that you can pull out a tray a little bit earlier if you have somebody that prefers dunky eggs and somebody else that prefers a harder center. The other thing that I will mention is that I found that we needed far less of the waffle batter, the cheese and eggs, than we anticipated. Err on the side of caution, and the recipe said 3 to 4 minutes, but for us to get it nice and crispy, it took a lot longer than that. If you open the lid and you find that they are not done well enough for you, you can just close the lid again. It was a little bit of trial and error, but the egg and cheese waffles were both of our favorite. It was the winner by far. Let us know in the comments if you try any of these guys out and which one's your favorite. Make sure that you subscribe for more easy recipes or check out our recipes playlist. And remember that you are not alone in wanting to switch up what we're having for breakfast while still keeping it easy. I bought the waffle maker off of Marketplace for $5 and I thought it's fine. I will use it for the episode and then I will immediately turn around and sell it for $5.
Don't.
No.
It's worth the $5.
Yeah. I would do these again.
Have you ever tried carnivore English muffins?
No. What are they?
I think it's 180 grams of pork panko, 6 or 8 eggs, I'll have to check that, and then there was, I believe, a cup or 100 grams, I think, of ground Parmesan. Toss it into a muffin tray and 350 until it's done.
Nice.
They were good.
Yeah.